Hi, my name is Magdalena Garcia, and this is my reflection number 1. I chose age 15, so back in 2011. The microsystem, my family, I have a very large family. I have an older brother who's 28 now, and a younger sister who is 12. My mom is one of 8 children, and then my dad is just one of 2. But all of our family kind of just extends on and on. And a lot of us are actually located in Virginia, and then we have a lot in New York, North Carolina, Florida, and then Puerto Rico itself. So our family just kind of extends, and it's getting bigger now. School, I went to Thomasdale High School in Chester, Virginia. It's got about 3,000 kids in it. It's extremely large, extremely old. The school, I believe, in 2009 or so, reached 100 years old, so it's extremely old. The teachers at Thomasdale, you love some, you hate some. I cannot remember, this was 10th grade, so I can't remember many of my teachers, but I do remember one. Her name was Miss Waters, and me and her did not get along, and it just did not work out very well. My friends were Tiana, Jordan, and Jevi. They're my best friends. They're still my friends today. We go on vacations together. We go on trips together. They visit me now. I visit them. I've known Tiana since 7th grade, Jordan since 4th grade, and Jevi since 9th grade. They're just my best friends, and I know they're always there for me. Media, my favorite show, I can't name one. I might sound crazy if I say this, probably maybe a Jersey Shore, back when everyone was into that. I know my friends and I definitely used to watch it. And like music, it's very stereotypical, probably Justin Bieber or something crazy. Times have definitely changed now. And the community, I would say it's much more developed than it was back then. We didn't have as many of the stores or the restaurants or things that we did have then that we do now. And on different roads and highways and things like that. We were a much smaller town, and then as the years gone by, we got bigger and bigger. The meso system. Parents with peers. My parents and my friends get along extremely great. They call my parents mom and dad. I'll sleep over at one friend's house, and they'll still come over and have dinner with my family. We're all extremely close, and Tiana and Jordan have actually gone on vacation with us the past 2 years in a row, and we're very close. Everyone, they get along better with my parents than they do with their own. My parents with my school. My parents have lived here for a long time, so my brother went to Thomasdale, and then I went to Thomasdale, and my sister will most likely go to Thomasdale. So they know a lot of the people there. They're not really too involved with the school unless they need to be with teachers or guidance counselors. Other than that, it's just not too integrated. The community supporting the school, I would say they support them in sports the most. In 2009, we won the state champion for football, and after that, it just kind of exploded to where the community definitely supports the school as more than anything, with just sports and academics and teachers and things of that. The EXO system. My mom was a stay-at-home mom for a while until my sister started school, and she is a tuberculosis outreach worker and interpreter at the Chesterfield Health Department. So for different clinics, she'll go and just interpret for Spanish to English. And for tuberculosis outreach worker, patients in the surrounding area that have tuberculosis, wow. She'll give them their medicine every day and make sure that they're taking the right amounts. My dad is an industrial hygienist. it took me a really long time to figure out what this all meant. But basically, he'll go in and he'll call them projects. He'll be the project manager, and he'll work on asbestos and lead and OSHA training, and kind of just saying if this place is even safe to be in and things of that nature. And he now owns his own company doing that, which is fantastic. Vacations. We are big vacationers. A 3-day weekend, we'll go to Georgia. We love to vacation, do things. We've been on 10 cruises. This year will be our 11th. We just did a road trip over Christmas from here to Texas, Alabama, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Missouri, West Virginia, Kentucky. So we are big, big travelers. We love to travel and explore. Cruises are definitely our favorite way of doing that, but road trips, any kind of trip, any place we want to go, we'll do it. And my parents are amazing, and they'll make it happen for me and my sister, whatever we want to do. So I'm very grateful for that. We did not have any divorces in the family that year. We've actually never had a divorce in the family at all, as far as I'm concerned. Vacation, I messed that up. I'm so sorry. Vacation that year, we went on a cruise, of course, with me, my mom, my dad, my sister, my brother, his wife, and their 2 kids. So there's 8 of us. It's usually the main 8 for vacation. And we went on a cruise, and I cannot tell you where we went. And most likely, I believe Mexico. I believe we went to Cozumel, Mexico. And Bahamas, and always Bahamas. They always go to Bahamas. And Storks. Yes, there's actually no divorce in our family ever. At all. Except for one. We've had one divorce in our family. But it was not 2011, it was a couple years back. But other than that, we've never had one before, which is kind of nice because there's a lot of broken homes. Whether it's your parents or your aunts or your uncles or your cousins. And it's nice to have a family who's very close and very connected. The macro system. Our ethnic heritage. We are 100% Puerto Rican, or I'm 100% Puerto Rican. My brother's children are 50% Puerto Rican, 50% white. I have some cousins who are 50% Puerto Rican, 50% black. We have Mexican, but as far as me and my sister are concerned, we are both 100% Puerto Rican. We were born and raised here. So, religious affiliations. My dad growing up was Catholic, and my mom growing up was Pentecostal. Somehow when they came together, we ended up being non-denominational Christian. So, we don't have a specific religion. We believe in God. We're just non-denominational Christian. Urban or rural setting. We live in a very suburban place. We live in a neighborhood that's just one street long, some cul-de-sacs off to the side. You hit a main road and you have your Target, your Walmart, your McDonald's, Wendy's. So it's pretty it's just suburbia, like most people, not very rural, but now living in Farmville. I do want to live in a rural place as I get older, and I notice that. Social class, we are middle class. I would probably say toward the upper end of middle class. As I get older and realize our financial differences with other people and what my parents are thankfully able to provide for me and my sister with working so hard. The chrono system. What was the word like? In 2011. Wow. I can't remember. I was 15, so I didn't exactly care about world issues way back then yet as I do now, or I'm more interested in them now. The world like for me was, for me personally, I guess was more stressful and kind of crazy because I was turning 15, and in the Hispanic culture you can have a quinceañera, and I did choose to have one. So that was what my year was filled with was planning and just being a teenager and being a kid, learning to drive, things of that nature. Just kind of hanging out, finding out who I was, getting new friends, getting a boyfriend, things of that. The president was Barack Obama, still. I looked up some world events, or some just kind of interesting facts, that kind of show my age now. January 15th, Wikipedia.com turned 10 years old. May 2nd, Osama bin Laden was killed by the U.S. Army. April 19th, Fidel Castro resigned after, I believe, 34 or 54 years of service, or kind of dictating Cuba. And then November 26th, NATO had an attack in Pakistan which killed 24 and wounded 13. So this reflection was interesting to get to have a chance to look back at while I was younger, and even though it was only 4 years ago, how things have changed and how my focuses on different things have changed, and my community or my favorite shows or my thinking or my or jobs and peers and things of that nature have changed. So it was really interesting to look back at that and see how different everything was then as it is now. Thank you, and thank you.